be ready.
The quarter has been slotted, the insert coin light is flashing, and on October 16, 2026, the world is finally going to see the definitive live-action power struggle that the 90s could only dream of, as Paramount and Legendary Entertainment officially reset the clock to 1993 for the most ambitious martial arts reboot in cinematic history. Welcome back to Premiere Peak, your home for the deepest dives into the 2026 movie slate, where today we are doing the absolute impossible, ranking every single confirmed character in the Street Fighter reboot from the bottom-tier brawlers to the untouchable gods of the Grandmaster level. Director Kitao Sakurai is delivering a gritty, period-accurate World Warrior tournament that stays terrifyingly faithful to the source material's power scaling, and the leaks coming out of the early screenings suggest that the live-action curse has been hit with a literal shoryuken. We are starting at the absolute bottom with the joke tier, where we find characters like Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki. The official trailer already shows Dan getting absolutely dismantled in a comical 3-second sparring match, proving that while he has the pink gi and the confidence, his Saikyo style is basically a participation trophy in a room full of killers. Just above him we have Eric Andre as Don Sauvage, a deep-cut reference that shows the film isn't afraid to get weird. But in terms of combat effectiveness, he's purely there for the slapstick relief before the real blood starts flowing. Moving into the street-level mid-tier, things get significantly more violent. This is where we see Raina Valentingham as Julie, representing the brainwashed dolls of Shadaloo. While she is a trained assassin, she lacks the individual agency and specialized chi manipulation that defines the top-tier fighters. We also have to talk about the bruisers, Olivier Richters as Zangief and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson as Balrog. The 2026 leaks confirm that Zangief is a literal mountain of muscle, and 50 Cent's portrayal of Balrog is a masterclass in raw, intimidating boxing power. Balrog is shown in a high-stakes gambling den fight, where he actually manages to draw blood from a distracted Ken Masters. But as the lore tells us, he lacks the spiritual discipline to handle the supernatural energy known as psycho power. Now we move into the tactical tier, the elite soldiers and assassins who bridge the gap between human and superhuman. This includes Cody Rhodes as Guile and Orville Peck as Vega. Guile is being portrayed as a true tactical wall, the all-American soldier with a flash kick that is being described by VFX artists as a sonic boom that actually ripples the screen. The movie features a legendary nightclub brawl between Guile and the masked Spaniard Vega, where Guile's military precision is pitted against Vega's lethal agility and cage-fighting acrobatics. While they are peak human specimens, they are ultimately limited by their reliance on physical tools and conventional training. Now we enter the high tier, the true world warriors who have unlocked their inner energy. This is where Kalina Liang's Chun-Li and Vidyut Jamwal's Dalsim dominate the screen. Dalsim is being portrayed by Jamwal as a true master of yoga fire, using ethereal long-range attacks and a specialized stretching effect that looks like a horrific bone-snapping display of flexibility rather than a cartoonish gag. Chun-Li, however, is the real heart of this tier. Her Kikoken and lightning-fast Hyakuritsu Kyaku kicks are being treated as a force of nature, with the 2026 trailer showing her taking down a dozen Shadaloo guards without even breaking her sleeveless alpha-style silhouette. But the gap between strong and godlike is where the 2026 movie really separates the men from the legends. Sitting at the top of the standard ladder is the legendary duo Noah Centineo's Ken and Andrew Koji's Ryu. Centineo is playing Ken as a reckless, flashy superstar who uses fire-infused shoryukens to destroy literal sports cars, while Andrew Koji brings a stoic, battle-hardened intensity to Ryu. The trailer teases their evolution from estranged street brawlers into masters of the Hadou, culminating in a scene where Ryu finally unleashes a Hadoken that looks like a literal blue sun trapped in an alleyway rainstorm. They are the benchmark of power, but even Ryu is looking up at the two undisputed kings of this movie. First we have the primary antagonist, David Dasmalkian as M. Bison. Dasmalkian is playing Bison not just as a dictator, but as a vessel for psycho power, an oppressive soul-crushing purple energy that allows him to teleport, levitate, and crush skulls with a simple psycho crusher that leaves the ground scorched and the air smelling like ozone. He is the ultimate corporate evil, a man who has sacrificed his soul to become a living god. But standing in the deep red-tinted shadows of the post-credits tease, far above everyone else, is the master of the fist himself, Roman Reigns as Akuma. The 2026 leaks suggest Akuma only appears in the final act to cleanse the tournament of weaklings, but his presence is the entire reason the plot exists. He is the Satsui no Hado incarnate, a warrior who has discarded every shred of his humanity for absolute, unfiltered power. When he hits the screen, the power levels don't just shift, they shatter. He is the only character capable of the Shun Goku Satsu, the raging demon move that is rumored to be the most graphic and visually stunning sequence ever put in a PG-13 action film. From the weakest student to the literal demon who kills gods, this is the 2026 Street Fighter hierarchy. The World Warrior Tournament is no longer just a game, it is a battle for the very soul of martial arts. And when Roman Reigns' Akuma finally steps into the light, even M. Bison will know the meaning of true fear. This has been the definitive Premiere Peak ranking for the most anticipated martial arts movie of the decade. Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and the rest are about to prove that the King of Iron Fist has nothing on the King of the Streets. Get your quarters ready, because October 2026 is going to be a total knockout.